This is definitely not what I had in mind. Something's gone very wrong.
Hi everyone, I'm Coral. The very end of 2015, I went ahead and got my eyebrows tattooed. Some of you may or may not have noticed the difference on my channel since then, but I really wanted to sit down and make this video telling you about the experience, whether it was painful or not, whether it's been worth the price, and whether or not you're gonna have to get touch-ups if you get your eyebrows tattooed too. Now, people get their brows tattooed for a lot of different reasons. My personal story would be overplucking. I was born with healthy and pretty thick, full eyebrows, but by the time I was out of high school, I was overplucking, really not happy with the shape that I was left with. Plucking became pretty habitual for me, and with difficulty of stopping plucking, I started filling in my eyebrows to make up for the spots that I had already been plucking away. I think a lot of people that have never plucked their eyebrows or never wear makeup at all don't really understand what overplucking is or why you would continue plucking your eyebrows if you want more hair there, but it just really becomes habitual. It became something that I was doing pretty much every day or every other day before bed or when I woke up, and I was really left with not much hair at all. For me, I think it also ties into the fact that I bite my nails really, really badly. I'm a picky, fidgety person, and when it came to my eyebrows, once that cork was popped, I just really felt like I couldn't stop. As I started making more and more videos and posting online, I really was aware of the shape of my eyebrows, and I wanted to fill them out. So I began penciling them darker and darker so they would appear on camera to have more shape. I think this was a mistake, but it went on for years, and I'm really thankful that I just am done with that phase in my life. It also left me with this contrast in my life where I enjoyed penciling on really dark brows to make videos and to go out, but when I took off all my makeup, I had a really washed out face with no brow at all, and it felt like I didn't look like myself, or I didn't look like my best self and who I felt like I was. About a year or two ago, I started looking around at different brow tattoo techniques. My mom actually went and got some brow tattoos done locally in Santa Cruz. They looked really good, but I wasn't completely sold until I found Sheila Bella online. I tried to look around everywhere for some people that had horror stories from Sheila Bella, and I was really left searching. I mentioned them by name because I'm really glad that I went all the way down to Southern California. It was a trip for me to go, but it was absolutely worth it. It's worth the price. They are a little bit more costly than if I'd gone to the local person my mom found in our hometown, but to have that reliability and that assurance that I've been able to look through their huge portfolio of work, and they work with people whose faces are on camera constantly, I felt really well assured that my face was gonna be a piece of cake for them. All that research aside, I felt like I wasn't really warned for the actual process. So I want to do my best to tell you guys what it's actually like when you go in and get your eyebrows tattooed. Right when you get there, you'll sign in and they ask you to wipe off the makeup on your face, which was the first time I was actually sitting in like a cosmetic, girly, full room, and I took off all of my makeup. There were so many women around and so many people around. It was a very odd experience to be sitting in the lobby with no makeup, but they have you strip it all off because you sit there for about 30 minutes with a numbing gel on your face. The lidocaine numbing gel really works best once the skin's already broken, so just having it sitting on your face is a good warm-up numb, but when the actual process begins, it's still pretty painful. I'm not allowed to show you the actual process my brow technician Tamara used on my face. Sheila Bella kind of protects their tools and their particular process, but what I can tell you just from my experience is that they take a blade and they cut my face in a series of cuts over and over, and it hurts. And they're not sharp little cuts, they're deep cuts on my face over and over and over. I feel like no one warned me that it was gonna hurt this bad. A typical tattoo that I have like on my arm and on my legs, those are done with needles, which stab at a really quick rate, and they don't drag across your skin like this blade does for the eyebrow tattoos. Just before they start stabbing your face, your brow technician will offer you a few different brow color choices, and you can also ask them to mix two colors together if you want something in the middle. They'll take your custom mixed up color, and once you've been stabbed across the brow area heavily and repeatedly, they'll smear that pigment on your face, and that's what you guys saw in the beginning of the video. You have to sit with that pigment on your face for another like 30 minutes or however long the brow technician asks you. Finally, there is the reveal. They'll wipe clean the brow tattoos, show you in the mirror your new face, and for me, that moment was just so exciting.
Okay, keep rolling. Let's show you. Let's do a big reveal. You ready for your eyebrows?
Yeah, I think so.
Take a look.
Oh my god, it's so crazy. Thank you so
You're
much.
so welcome.
That's so crazy. Thank you so much.
Cool, right?
Yeah, it's so trippy. Thank you.
It was so amazing to have a new shape for my brows, something that really fit my face better than I had been drawing on. That's so key when you go to a brow technician. You may think you want exactly what you've been doing for years and years, but they're professionals and they look at so many faces every single day. I think it's really important to trust a skilled and responsible artist, and I'm super glad that Tamara built the shape that she did. I love it. The first day after getting my brows tattooed, they were so red and splotchy and pretty itchy. You can't wear makeup for 2 weeks after having your brows tattooed. That can be somewhat of a problem if you have an on-camera job and you're used to applying foundation and powder and doing the whole thing, but it's really worth it, I think, in the long run to have 3 to 5 years of semi-permanent brows tattooed on you. You really should take care of them during the healing. It's totally normal to have your brows heal unevenly, and mine definitely did. One was a lot lighter than the other, and I think it's because of how I sleep. I sleep on one side, and I actually press my face into the pillow more on one side, and that was definitely the side that ended up being lighter for me. Just another reason to go to a professional, because Sheila Bella actually includes free touch-ups for the first year after your appointment. I have free touch-ups for whenever I think I need them. I can book an appointment. It might take a month or two to actually get in because they are so busy, but it's really nice to know that that's actually included with that first price that I paid. All in all, I've had 2 touch-ups since the initial brow tattoo. I had started with an ashy blonde color, but for the final touch-up, I actually got them a little fuller and a darker shade, and I'm super happy with it. There are a lot of reasons people look into getting their brows tattooed, and there are a lot of reasons that some people will never find this relevant to their lives. That's totally okay, but I'm really glad that I made this decision for myself, that I went ahead and researched the best possible company to get it done with, and that I was able to get the touch-ups that I needed so I could be really happy with the final results. If you guys were wondering, I do have my brows filled in right now whenever I put on foundation and powder and contour and I really do a good amount of makeup. That's gonna cover some of the tattoos and they're not gonna be as dark as I want. We know I like dark brows. So I still fill them in if I'm wearing full makeup, but I do want to show you guys what they look like when there's no makeup on at all. So I've got my makeup wipe, and for the first time on YouTube, I'm going to take off my makeup with you guys and just say thanks for watching. If you've been wondering about getting brow tattoos, I totally think they're worth it and you guys should go for it. Bye, brows! Psych! They're still here! Do you guys see? So that's what they're like not filled in. But overall, I am so happy I got them done. Wake up in the morning like, yes, this is me. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.